your WCBI Sports with Courtney Robb.
All sights were set on Mississippi State for the Dogs' midweek matchup, and it wasn't because the Dogs were playing Detroit Mercy. It was because of which dog was playing. MSU transfer guard Rocket Watts was expected to make his debut for the first time as a Bulldog, and that he did. Let's get to the Humphrey Coliseum. Dogs off to a 2-0 start, hosting the Titans. Early first half, guard Iverson Molinar getting crafty. Spin move layup. It's 9-2 MSU. Next possession, State. Molinar again. This time, top of the key, says, give me all three of those. Molinar with 13 in the first half. State up by 7. Middle of the first, the man of the hour, Rocket Watts getting his first game action off the bench. Knocks down the floater. MSU up 18-12. Under 7 in the first, Molinar gets the handoff, drives, cashes in. Bulldogs leading 29-22. And 4 minutes remaining, Anderson Garcia with the steal on the room service. How about that? The power from this man. State ends up getting it done 77-64. The road to equity for women's college hoops hits another milestone. As of 2022, the women's NCAA tournament field will expand to include 68 teams, which means the women's big dance will officially be getting a first 4. Now keep in mind, the men have had a first 4 for the last decade. The 4 opening round games will be held on campuses of top 16 seed teams next year and will be held at neutral sites in 2023. The full bracket will be announced on Sunday, March 13th. The rivalry between Mississippi State and Ole Miss football can be described as tumultuous, and that's at its very best. However, the competition between the two saw a softer side this past weekend as the Bulldogs headed to Auburn as the underdog. Ole Miss head coach Lane Kiffin was at the time on live national television picking State to pull off the upset, calling MSU head coach Mike Leach the best offensive coach in America. State pulled off the big win, and Coach Leach returned the kind words. Take a listen.
I'd be lying if I told you I didn't think that he thinks he's the best offensive coordinator. So it was modest of him to say, but you know, and they're doing a fine job this year. So we'll just let the love keep coming both directions. How about that?
Egg Bowl week can officially get underway. Ole Miss football still has one more SEC test against Vanderbilt, along with some errors to fix. Although the 10th-ranked Rebels got the job done with a 10-point victory over Texas A&M last weekend, Ole Miss struggled not just converting on downs, but converting in the red zone. The Rebs finishing the outing 6 of 16 on third down, 0 for 3 on fourth, and 4 of 6 in the red zone. And had it not been for the 8 points by the defense, that 29-19 win could have been a lot much closer. Coach Kiffin addressed those concerns this week. Here's what he had to say.
Offense moved the ball well a lot of times, but, you know, a lot of mistakes in the red zone and little ones that were big ones. You know, one guy here, one guy there missing an assignment, or the game's completely different.
We have to circle back to this because Mississippi State had that massive win against Auburn. And take a look at this. Coach Leach of the Bulldogs caught on camera turning up in the locker room after that massive dub against the Tigers. And I think some of this had to do with the fact that MSU clinched the team's 6th win, also making the Dogs bowl eligible. Now let's take a look at the most recent bowl projections from CBS Sports. Following week 11, both State and Ole Miss will make bowl games this season. Right now, Ole Miss is projected to earn a New Year's Six bowl. CBS has the Rebels meeting with Oklahoma in the Sugar Bowl. That game would be on January 1st. The matchup would take place in New Orleans. And as for the Dogs, Mississippi State is projected to meet Kansas State in the Texas Bowl January 4th. That game would be in Houston. Official matchups will be revealed on December 5th following the conclusion of the regular season. That's it for sports. We'll have more for you when we come back right after this. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.